Language Foundations Vocabulary Flashcards, helping you achieve understanding.
A person who performs religious duties and ceremonies in a non-Christian religion. A clergyman in Christian churches who has the authority to perform or administer various religious rites, one of the holy orders. A person who performs religious duties and ceremonies in a non-Christian religion. A leader in religious or sacred affairs. A member of the clergy and a spiritual leader of the Christian Church. A member of the clergy and a spiritual leader of the Christian Church. Usually plural, the status or rank or office of a Christian clergyman in an ecclesiastical hierarchy. Assign a rank or rating to. A commercial document used to request someone to supply something in return for payment and providing specifications and quantities. IBM received an order for 100 computers. A group of person living under a religious rule. The Order of Saint Benedict. Give instructions to or direct somebody to do something with authority. She ordered him to do the shopping. Appoint to a clerical posts. Issue commands or orders for. A degree in a continuum of size or quantity. It was on the order of a mile. A condition of regular or proper arrangement. He put his desk in order. A body of rules followed by an assembly. A legally binding command or decision entered on the court record, as if issued by a court or judge. A friend in New Mexico said that the order caused no trouble out there. Arrange thoughts, ideas, temporal events. The act of putting things in a sequential arrangement. There were mistakes in the ordering of items on the list. A formal association of people with similar interests. Men from the fraternal order will staff the soup kitchen today. Logical or comprehensible arrangement of separate elements. We shall consider these questions in the inverse order of their presentation. Bring into conformity with rules or principles or usage. Impose regulations. Architecture. One of original three styles of Greek architecture distinguished by the type of column and entablature used or a style developed from the original three by the Romans. A request for something to be made, supplied, or served. I gave the waiter my order. Biology, taxonomic group containing one or more families. Bring order to or into. Established customary state, especially of society. Order ruled in the streets. Make a request for something. Order a work stoppage. Often plural, a command given by a superior, e.g., a military or law enforcement officer, that must be obeyed. The British ships dropped anchor and waited for orders from London. Place in a certain order. Order the photos chronologically. Usually plural, the status or rank or office of a Christian clergyman in an ecclesiastical hierarchy. The sacrament of ordination. Worthy of adoration or reverence. A member of the clergy and a spiritual leader of the Christian Church. A title of respect for a clergyman. A devoted, almost religiously so, adherent of a cause or person or activity. The cultured votary of science. A priest or priestess, or consecrated worshipper, in a non-Christian religion or cult. A votary of Aphrodite. One bound by vows to a religion or life of worship or service. A pre-Christian priest among the Celts of ancient Gaul and Britain and Ireland. A priest who served a particular deity in ancient Rome. A charm superstitiously believed to embody magical powers. A practitioner of voodoo. Bring bad luck. Be a source of misfortune. Geology. A column of weathered and unusually shaped rock. A tall sandstone hoodoo. Something believed to bring bad luck. Lamas. A Tibetan or Mongolian priest of Lamaism. A magician or sorcerer of ancient times. A member of the Zoroastrian priesthood of the ancient Persians. In societies practicing shamanism, one acting as a medium between the visible and spirit worlds, practices sorcery for healing or divination. In societies practicing shamanism, one acting as a medium between the visible and spirit worlds, practices sorcery for healing or divination. A priest who hears confession and gives absolution. Someone who confesses, discloses information damaging to themselves. A senior clergyman and dignitary. Any placental mammal of the order Primates, has good eyesight and flexible hands and feet. Roman Catholic Church, a priest who is an honorary member of the papal household. A Roman Catholic priest who acts for another higher-ranking clergyman. Church of England, a clergyman appointed to act as priest of a parish. Episcopal Church, a clergyman in charge of a chapel. A person who is celebrating. An officiating priest celebrating the Eucharist. Roman Catholic Church, an ecclesiastical title of honor bestowed on some priests. Father, is a term of address for priests in some churches, especially the Roman Catholic Church or the Orthodox Catholic Church. Padre, is frequently used in the military. A chaplain in one of the military services. A member of the highest council of priests in ancient Rome. A senior clergyman and dignitary. A woman priest. A senior clergyman and dignitary. Father, is a term of address for priests in some churches, especially the Roman Catholic Church or the Orthodox Catholic Church. Padre, is frequently used in the military. A male parent, also used as a term of address to your father. His father was born in Atlanta. Christianity. Any of about 70 theologians in the period from the 2nd to the 7th century whose writing established and confirmed official church doctrine. In the Roman Catholic Church some were later declared saints and became doctor of the Church. The best-known Latin Church fathers are Ambrose, Augustine, Gregory the Great, and Jerome. Those who wrote in Greek include Athanasius, Basil, Gregory Nazianzen, and John Chrysostom. The founder of a family. Keep the faith of our forefathers. Make, offspring, by reproduction. John fathered 4 daughters. The head of an organized crime family. God when considered as the first person in the Trinity. A person who founds or establishes some institution. George Washington is the father of his country. A person who holds an important or distinguished position in some organization. The Tennis fathers ruled in her favor. A senior member of the Christian clergy having spiritual and administrative authority. Appointed in Christian churches to oversee priests or ministers. Considered in some churches to be successors of the 12 apostles of Christ. Chess. A piece that can be moved diagonally over unoccupied squares of the same color. Port wine mulled with oranges and cloves. A senior clergyman and dignitary. A person who holds a high position in a hierarchy. A senior clergyman and dignitary. A preeminent authority or major proponent of a movement or doctrine. He's the high priest of contemporary jazz.
Become our student and get access to effective and free educational materials. Subscribe to our YouTube channel to become a part of our growing YouTube community and to learn English effectively.